Good morning. Good morning to everyone on this. Let me move a little something. On this great, fabulous February the 3rd, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. We are doing the Dre Mag Show. You already know what I do. You already know who I am, or DeAndre McDaniel. I still gotta do that intro. Still gotta do that intro. But if you are catching the show for the first time, make sure to stop in, make sure you like the video or dislike it. You might not, you might hate this video. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you like, you interact with us or whatever. If you like it, you know what I'm saying, like what I got to say, or you're entertained by what's going on. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my episodes. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the actual video. And you see why by the description, I am done with Black Sands Entertainment. That is the subject of today. So you already know how I do it. You know what I mean? We got to ask the real question first. The real question is,
Are you ready?
all right. Okay. Okie dokie. Artichoke. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody is doing great. Everybody is doing fine. You see the subject of the day, why I will not support Black Sands Entertainment. And um I follow Black Sands on IG. And this is not the first time, and I will tag, you know what I mean? Tag him in this video. Normally I wouldn't even get into this, but I gotta point out goofy stuff. And one thing about me, I'm very down for my people. I'm very pro black in my approach, but I'm not also destroying other black people while raising up other black people. You know what I mean? That's one thing I will not do. What I try to do is being pro black, and what I consider as being pro black is educate my people on things that they don't know or don't understand, and those things be vital and important to them. I've been doing that since I started my podcast on August of 2017, when I first started the Dre Max Show podcast show. You know what I mean? So that has always been a point of emphasis. If I'm going to talk about black stuff, is there a solution of that, and how does that benefit people more than hinder that person? So when I see stuff that creates division, first of all, I'm gonna call it out, and then I'm gonna remove myself from that. You know, Mika G. Oh, Funk is in the house. Oh, word. Damn, looking forward to this one. Hopefully you are. And Mika G is in the house. What is up? Good morning to you, my sister. My sister. Uh, I'm okay. So one of the first videos that I did when I rebranded the Dre Max Show, basically it started doing what I do now. You know what I'm saying? It's talk about comic books and stuff like that. The first video I did 6 months ago was the video between Eric July and Black Sands Entertainment. Hold on. Oh, good. Good Lord, that Pure Life, boy. I ain't gonna lie, the Pure Leaf, that Pure Leaf, boy. That lemon. That's some good stuff. And I don't want to be, I'm glad the mic is not right here for me, because I don't want to, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those type of people. I don't want to hear your throat gargling around your drink and eating and stuff. I'm sorry. It's a little nasty for me. But so I'm going to pull receipts because this is what I do. Let me start off by telling you what I have a problem with first. And then I'm gonna go into the reason why this is just my breaking point. Now, mind you, I'm not one of those type of people that's, oh, I'm pro-black and this person has a business, but I'm just gonna like the stuff that they do on social media and never buy a product. I have bought the product from Black Sands, bought his comic books, you know what I'm saying, bought his coloring book for my kids just to see, and I appreciate the artwork or the thought process that goes into showing black people in Egypt and stuff like that. And truth be told, I have Egypt. If I got to pull up my ancestry, I'll show y'all because I got Egyptian ancestry too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can understand the reason why he wanted black people in these comments to represent them in Kemet and all of that. But what I will not do, what I will not stand for, is that, oh, this person is mixed race black. Nah, they, you know what I'm saying? We not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's all, or it's a joke, or you're raising one person up to downplay another person just because they're race. And this is not the first time that Black Sands has been caught doing this. And this is why at this point in time in my life, I got to cut this dude off. Unfollow his page on social media. You know what I'm saying? Unfollow his YouTube channel. I'm done with dude. You know what I mean? Because I cannot sit there and allow someone to claim pro-black and black power and all of that, and then diss a person because they're mixed. You know what I'm saying? They're mixed race black or whatever, wherever it came, or they're black but they're married to a white woman or something like that. It's just dumb. It's like it's getting to the point where it becomes idiotic, especially if this person is not doing anything to you. So let me get into it. Let me give you the first part of this. And again, I'm not, like I said, I'm really not the type of person that likes to do this, but this bothered me a lot. And when something bothers me, especially when it's completely out of context, and well, not out of context, when this person that throws this up thinks this is funny, thinks this is cute, thinks this is acceptable. It's hard enough being black. And I know good and well it's hard enough being black when you coming from a mixed race, because I've heard the stories of mixed race people not feeling like they're black enough, or they say that they black, and here comes some black folks. Oh, nah, you ain't black, you this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't black, you this. And these same Negroes, you know what I'm saying, once they get rich, well, hurry up and run out of the black neighborhood. Hurry up and get right next to the people they say that they don't like. You know what I mean? Be right up in their face, smelling butt cheeks all night because your nose is all up in it. But yet, when you in the hood, are you pro-black until you get a little money? You know what I'm saying? And then you act worse than the people that you claim that is doing this to us. That's where I got to call out the bull crap. This is where I got a problem. And look, I know a lot of people come for comic book commentary and stuff like that. I'm black first. That's one thing I'm going to tell y'all. I'm black first. And I've seen the struggle with black people. I've done history, done my research on history and all the things that are problematic with black people. We were doing the paper bag test to each other. When we talk about the paper bag test, they were doing this in colleges and in churches. Why you think Rosa Parks got lifted up and acknowledged over the other young lady? And I can't right now at this point in time, I can't think of that young lady's name, because she was lighter and she was more marketable. We was doing a paper bag test to each other in colleges. You know what I'm saying? And in churches or whatever. So your political figures looked a tad bit more. I would have passed. I would have been cool. But let my brother, who's darker than me, try to put up, try to get in that forefront. Nah, bro, you gotta lean this back. The division that we could cause within each other when we need each and every one of us. This is Black History Month, and I'm over here telling black people still we need to get ourselves together. We still need to be unified. So let me pull the receipts. So let me get you to the point where I was at, where I was like, you know what? I'm done. Let's get to that part first. And then I'm going to go from there. So this is what he tweeted, and I'm going to pull this pull this up. So Black Sands Entertainment. And I wrote a whole essay, tweet after tweet after tweet about this. Because this is not cool. This is not this is not okay. But it was like, this is just the joke. You know, not telling y'all who to root for in the Super Bowl, but I'm just saying. But this is what this man put up. Patrick Mahomes and his wife that he's been with since middle school. Let me repeat that. This man has been with this woman. I'm not saying this just because I'm a Chiefs fan and that's my quarterback. Yeah, and I have and yes, I'm gonna have a little Terrell Owens in me because that is my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But he identifies as Black. His daddy is Black. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen the Smoking on Joe Burrow video on IG. You know what I'm saying? You know, from I think Marquis, Black, who played in the major leagues. His daddy was a pitcher in the major league for like 10 years. Black. You know what I mean? So he identifies as Black. When things was going on, and I'm going to get to a situation that we just had to get through again. Who came up and said, you know what, we do need to stand up, man. Me as a Black man, I see certain things and I just want to help. I want to make a change in the best way I possibly can. Patrick Mahomes did that. Patrick Mahomes had to come out and say, I see the things that y'all be saying about me in the media and stuff like that. I know that I'm Black. I know I have a white mother, but I identify as Black. I don't care what no Negro says. If the man identifies as Black, you got to give him that. Because again, certain people from mixed races, either they lean one way or the other. And then if they do lean the other way, here comes some old Black people be like, well, you still Black? Like, what world do you want them to be in? Because if they don't fool with you, you will sell you white, you mix anyway. You might as well identify more with them white folks. Go over there with the white folks. If you say you Black, nah, man, you mix. Your mama white, your daddy white. You don't understand my struggles as a Black man. Dog, are you serious? You don't know what this person has been through, and now you create more trauma on this person based on their skin complexion, based on who their parents did. He ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? He has nothing to do with, he didn't get to pick his parents. But for you to just destroy this dude's psyche, you know what I'm saying? And no telling what, you know, his daddy being a Major League Baseball player, he's a little bit more privileged than most kids in his situation, kind of like any other NBA stars kids, NFL stars kids, so on and so forth. He ain't come from, you know what I'm saying, from Dallas, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, or didn't come from an area where his daddy was a common worker. You know what I'm saying? And had to deal with like the public school that most of us go through and all of that. He had to come from that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he's a little bit more privileged. You know what I'm saying? That's his privilege. But at the same time, no telling what he went through as a mixed race kid, especially Black and white kid. Where especially if you go around more white people, they see that you know what I'm saying? They're talking about you because you're Black. You get around Black people, they talk about you because you got white in you. So what is this kid supposed to do? How is he supposed to identify? How are you supposed to walk in this world where race is just getting thrown in his face more than the average Black person? Let me just go and just kind of, I'm gonna full screen this real quick. So he pulls up, you know what I'm saying? He's laughing about it. And there's just one person in here that I follow, and she liked this post, and I stopped following her too. And I'm a fan, but I feel like this is so off-putting because first of all, he's trying to make the assumption that because Jalen Hurts is over here with a Black woman, that I'd rather just go with the Black. And people's like, oh yeah, you know, that's you know, saying that that's Jalen Hurts' wife. That's his agent, not his wife. It's not his Black wife, that's his agent. And this is Patrick Mahomes with his wife that he's literally been with 6 middle school. Middle school. Do you know how many people wish they could have a love that lasts since middle school? Some of y'all can't be with people no longer than 3 weeks. He's been going hard since middle school. Throughout college, throughout his success for the NFL, turned around and married that girl. I commend him for, you know what I'm saying, for sticking it out with the woman he's been with. You know what I mean? But someone like Black Sands is looking at this. Oh, you see this? You know, I'm with the black love, man. I'm with the black love. I'm with the black. I'm rolling with the black love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't roll with this, because this is the image that you see. This is the image that you see when propaganda comes out. This is what I don't like is that we used to talk about propaganda against black people during the Jim Crow era, and this is Black History Month. So if you ain't you're rocking with the Black History or whatever, you might as well get out my stream now. But during Black History, during Jim Crow, there was so much publication against black people that, you know, especially within media, blackface, the minstrel period. You know what I'm saying? Where black people was made fun of by white actors. You know what I mean? And then it moved over to motion picture. Birth of a Nation was literally one of the highest rated movies of all time. They showed it in the White House. And all it did was show propaganda of black people, how black people were the R word, because this is YouTube, so I know what and what not to say, but they were the R word. You know what I'm saying? It was lazy, slew-footed. You know what I'm saying? You know, all this other stuff. Gotta go get the white woman so I could go get her. You know what I'm saying? The rise of the Ku Klux Klan came out of that, based on propaganda. So when you show images like this and you try to show a divide, what you're doing is no different than what they were doing during Jim Crow. You're showing what can harm us, you know what I mean? What, you know, by saying, well, he ain't black enough. I ain't rocking with him. He got a white woman over there. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be black. You know what I mean? But again, this is not the first time that Black Sands have been caught in some mess. And I'm going to pull up my video between him and Eric July. And, you know, I'm kind of breaking a rule that I said that I was not going to do. And that rule is, you know, it's a rule in this, but it applies here. I want to protect black male image. So I'm more disappointed in Black Sands than anything. I'm more disappointed, but I'm not surprised. And the disappointment led me to not fooling with this dude, not supporting his books, not buying not near one book ever again. I'm good. I don't care if he puts out the #1 bestseller. I'm straight. And I'm going to show you. This is from 6 months ago, where I made a video because he went at Eric July. Eric July was on Fox. Fox News interviewed the dude. You know what I'm saying? He was the non-woke comic. And, you know, Black Sands had a field day on this. So I'm going to get to, hold on, let me share my tab real quick. Oh, that's right, I'm tripping. And I'm going to full screen this, obviously. So I'm going to get to my personal video, and I want to get to this part. Well, this is my opinion, but I felt like Sands, which I'm gonna read before I even go there. Let me just read exactly what he put on his post. He says, "We always said that there is a lot of money in Sambo life. The Fox News article is exactly what I expected. People will still argue with me that this guy isn't exactly what he been for the last few years." Which again, I've never heard of this guy beforehand. So I don't know exactly what that meant when he mentioned this. And that's because of the tweet of Fox News, newly launched non-woke comic book defies cancel culture. And Fox News, anytime a black man gets on Fox News, he could be selling oranges. You're automatically gonna get dial piled on because Fox and you got interviewed, you whatever from Fox News. And since he's very uh, against the leftist movement, MSNBC, CNN, none of them are picking this up. They're not going to pick this up. So, this is what Eric said in response to. So, to give you guys some context of where I was at in this video, Eric July is a independent comic book writer. And he created his own comic book called Isom. He was upset, feeling like the mainstream media, the DCs, the Marvels, are pushing agendas, whether it's LGBTQ, whether it's tokenism amongst black characters, putting out messages that he feels that or he deems is this woke movement. Which again, if you watch my channel long enough, you know how I feel about when folks use that word in the context that they use it. So he created a comic called Isom, and he surpassed Black Sands Entertainment is the #1 black publisher in the country. Dude sold like $4 million worth of comics in like a week. It was insane. So, because of Eric's political beliefs, Black Sands went at him, calling him a Sambo and all of this. Then turned around and took down the Instagram post. You see what I mean? So, I want you to show that as context. This is Eric's response to that. Black Sands Entertainment. I'm gonna play that video right now.
I just put something out that got people interested, and yeah, they paid for the product. That's all that it did. I didn't have to go to an investor. In fact, that was one of the talking points on one of the trailers that I talked about, and that there's no external investors here. So the person that's bankrolling this company that you're griping about because Fox News of all people said something positive about it is owned by a black man who is also married to a black woman. And you have an issue with that, and you're making an enemy out of that, which is goofy. Like, there could have been an opportunity for maybe even a collaboration effort, because again, I'm not knocking anybody in this space. And I believe that folks that just want to make good content, detached from maybe what the mainstream guys want to, the old saying is, the soda rides and tide lifts all boats. There could have been something that you could have got from that. But instead, you are knocking another black man, by the way. And because you called me a Sambo, which let me get this out the way. You a sucker for exactly that. In an event that you would like to reach out to me directly and actually have a conversation about that, because you're trying to make a claim that's a negative connotation based upon my race. So what we have here is a black man disparaging another black man based upon his race, right? Not because he's just this saying that, well, we disagree and therefore he's disagreeing because he's black. No, we saw the receipts of this person actually referring to me to a derogatory term that is playing on the race. Okay, so a black man disparaging another black man because he's black and doing something, and maybe because, I don't know, you got some like crown that you think you have because you're the #1 black publisher, and maybe overnight that kind of changed.
Okay, so again, and I'm gonna remove this just for a second. So that was Eric July. And again, this was from my video. This was 6 months ago. And what Eric said is absolutely true. You have a black man disparaging another black man based on his race or what his woman looks like or whatever. And that's a problem to me. Y'all don't have to agree with this, but to me, if especially when I just witnessed 5 black cops beat another black man to death. Are you getting what I'm saying? We need each other. Don't care what you do. I don't care who you're with, gay, straight, with somebody black, white. If you're down with me, that's all that matters. Because we got bigger fish to fry. But dude is so goofy for the things he posts and the things he do. And then he turns around, did that, hid his hand because he deleted it. And something was telling me the day that all of this was cracking, go ahead and screenshot this, the original one. Because when I went back to go get the other, you know what I'm saying, talking points, it was gone. So you can't even stand on what you believe, but you wanted Kevin, you know, but you had no problem with Mark Cuban funding your product. See what I mean? How pro-black are you? Where's your pro-blackness at then? Eric July, me and Eric may not agree on some of the things he says politically or whatever. That's cool. That's okay. But would I reach out to Eric, have a conversation with Eric, be respectful to Eric? Because he's another black man like I am. And no matter what, it's still hard out here, no matter what that man thinks. But someone like this that feels entitled. And that's where Eric was getting at. He feels entitled because he's the #1 black publisher of a comic book. Okay, whoop-de-doo. What are you doing on the ground level? Why can't you reach out to other black men and have a conversation? Y'all got big. I'm a struggle streamer. I'm thankful for the 9 people in here watching this. So I'm struggle streaming. So I'm a small fish. When I tag dude in this, and if he ever watched it, I'm a small fish. You ain't got to respond to me. That's cool. But you will never get one of my dollars again because I cannot have this. I can't have someone who's talking about all this blackness and how we go through this and how we go through that. Do you turn around and disparage other black people because you don't like their political views? You don't like who they with or whatever? What is your angle? And then I don't know if you ever seen the guy from Black Sands Entertainment. Dog, you ain't Wesley Snipes either. What's in your DNA pool? So let me pull this one last clip from that video, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up a little bit, but I gotta pull this clip. This one, I gotta put this mug up because this is, and a lot of people don't like Kevin Samuels. That's cool. I'm good with that. But what he says here is 150% correct. Black men, stay on code. Let me play that for y'all so y'all can get that.
Black men who play with the image of other black men. Speak to a man before getting online talking about a man, because that's what we have witnessed.
Hold on, y'all. Here's the clip right now.
As black men, we need to start calling out black men who play with the image of other black men. Speak to a man before getting online talking about a man, because that's what we have witnessed. People getting online trashing a man's image as if that was not a man. And we're so used to laughing at it. If you laugh at it, you're complicit in the own. If you laugh at it, you're complicit in the destruction, in your own image destruction. If you laugh at tearing down another man, don't be surprised when it comes your direction. And we're the only group that really runs to do that. That's why it's so easy to do it. Let me ask you folks a question. He said it the other day. We can all tell you about Ray Rice. We can all tell you about what happened to Jay-Z on the elevator, but tell me the name of the Seattle player that damn near killed that woman and left her for dead. Why is it? Because we don't control our own media image. That's the thing I've been preaching for the longest. Black men need their own media for them, by them. But until we have it, we need to do one thing, a black male code. We don't go to the internet talking shit about each other. That's off code. Understand that image is power, and everybody else seems to understand its power. When are black men going to decide to start going in their pockets and funding it for ourselves? Because I don't think you guys get it. Why would anybody else want to build it for you if they benefit off of you being where you are? The chances are there now if you can just stay out of each other's way. Shout out to brother Tariq Nasheed. I'm gonna say that too. And it's funny. I heard somebody went on this show and tried to ask him how he thought about me, and that brother said some of the things that I do he likes. Appreciate you for staying on code, man. And that man didn't say he liked everything I do. I'm quite sure there's a lot of stuff I'd say and that he vehemently disagrees with. But instead he just decided to say I like this, and the rest of it none of your business.
Okay, so you guys seen that clip? And, okay, that's enough. That's enough of me talking. Let me pull this back off. But that's all I'm getting at, people, is that, again, I'm a fan of any black person who wants to try to get into a creative space and make a difference. And Black Sans is not the only black comic creator out there. There's plenty of them that's out here. I just showed y'all the history of black superheroes just yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch that, talking about All Negro Comics is the first all black comic. You know what I mean? The first all black comic was written was done in 1944. You know what I mean? What I'm not going to do is continue to fund someone who wants to cause division within the ranks. That's it. I ain't got nothing personal against the brother. I don't want to go beat him up. People get mad. Like Shannon Sharp said, when emotions are high, logic is low. And what I do is use my logic, because this is not my feelings. My feelings for my people are strong because I want unity amongst my people. I don't care where your background is. I don't care what side of the street you come from. You come from the hood, you come from the suburbs. Can we come to a common understanding of where we can go and how we can get there together? Together. I'm tired of black men and black women fighting. Can we unify and go somewhere together? But no, that's what funds YouTube. That's what funds TikTok. That's what people are doing on Instagram. Division. Black men don't want black women. Division. Black women want to divert from black men. Division. Oh, you're not black enough, so you can't stand over here with me. Division. You see what I mean? But yet we also still complain about the atrocities that go on amongst each other. So if you don't learn anything from Black History Month, trust and believe this. There was one point in time where we was getting foots all up in our ass, and we had no choice but to unify. But we're way more freer now. What's the problem? It's us. We are our worst enemies. And instead of holding on and staying strong and understanding this ain't got nothing to do with no white man. I do not want somebody to come in my comments and say, see, what it is white supremacy. No, we became the face of it. When we do things like this, or we cause division amongst each other, we have taken the face on the thing that you hate the most. Let me get to some of these comments, man. Let me get you get out of here, all this preaching that I'm doing. So my bad, I didn't get to none of the comments. I wanted to get to some of the things. I wanted to get to the point of this. So Funk said, call me kinfolk. Just did a video exposing the geometria of Rosa Parks. Of course, the Masonic symbols with Omega symbols triangle from Delta. The world is a stage. It's absolutely correct. The mixed race community on this side of the world has started to separate from both cultures and create their own. And in America, because I did this video based on Jane Elliott's the birth dirt, and by 2050 it's going to be more minority or mixed race people in America than it is white. And I made some claims, you know, to the reason why certain laws that, you know, with women were passed because of that. You can check it out for the video for yourself and tell me what you think. But yeah, I feel you, but dude is biracial and nothing is wrong with him being biracial. Again, he says he identifies as black. Who am I? That's the thing. Who am I to tell this man, no, you're not? I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we say the same thing with the trans. People say the same thing about the trans community. I say, if that person wants to, you know, says that they're a woman, let them live their life. Who am I to go tell them not to live their life or who they are, whatever? I don't care. They don't pay what I say does not affect my bills. It's not like I'm gonna say this and then magically my rent gonna get paid. I don't care, because I got my own things I gotta deal with. But what I'm not going to do is, again, cause division within when we need each other. We need each other. Let me say that again. We need each other. I don't want division, man. I want unity. I grew up in a time where they made a song about it. Queen Latifah, UNITY. That's just unity, because we need each other. And that was in the early 90s. And here we are to this day saying the same thing. It sounds like a mulatto tragedy trope. I don't know what that means. I honestly do not know what that means. Maybe I'm missing something. 3 weeks is a long time. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm going to rewatch that movie Bamboozled. I remember the beef with Black Sands of Air July. Unfortunately, it came from a place of jealousy. I do agree with you on that. He said facts. What is the name of that video I want to see? It's Black Sands versus Ripperverse, Funk. It's Black Sands versus Ripperverse. We need all of it. We do. Like I said, we complained when we see George Floyd. Remember how people were saying Kaepernick wasn't black enough? Who is he to take a knee? And look what he caused as far as people start really, not saying that it didn't happen beforehand, but Colin Kaepernick took a knee, lost his job, all of that. You know, he made a decision, he lived with his decision, but he was from a mixed race and he's still seen the atrocity that's going on and made a difference. And now he's etched in stone forever. We making a joke when you said we only been in 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Because I was in my monologue. My bad. You know what I mean? But yeah. You know, I guess because, you know, we have too many people who use, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. This is the honest God's truth, and I'm gonna let you guys go after this. We have way too many black people that use black tragedy, black trauma to get paid. They don't care nothing about black people, them damn selves. They just use blackness to get paid. You have so many people who will piggyback off of black trauma, and you see them up there and they talking and they doing this and they doing that. They don't care nothing about black people at all. They just love the trauma and the tragedy and all of that, and they hop right aboard the tragedy train. Choo choo. And they use your trauma, your pain, the things that you go through to get rich. The easiest pimp job in the world. So you have to be cognizant of who you follow, because these people will talk about all the atrocities and sit up here and blackfist with you and go and march and all of this and talk all this and talk all of that. Meanwhile, they're plotting on how to get rich off of your pain. We already see it right now with the young brother who lost his life to them cops. And we've seen it time and time again with George Floyd and Trayvon Martin and all these other people using black tragedy and black pain to get paid. They're getting rich. And they don't care nothing about you. It's just a time for them to sit and act sympathetic. No different than a politician that's coming in there and say, you know what? I want to be there for these people. And then you're not using your political power as far as making policies to change anything. You just want to be seen, to seem like you down. But the whole while you're either getting votes or you're getting paid. Which one is it? We don't want to talk about that, but that's the God's honest truth. And that's the thing we need to watch. So while you over here and you seeing the same people with the black fist up and they going around and they say, oh, I'm down for the people, power to the people, all of that, check their rabbit hole and see where it leads to. Are they there because they actually care about people, or they're using your pain to get paid? All right, this your man Dre Mac. You already know what it is, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Check out if you want to check out the video that I showed here today. That is Riververse versus Black Sands Entertainment. You can check that video out. It is in the video descriptions in that in my on my video. So just go to the video and check it out. But until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe high. I love each and every one of y'all. If you came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking around for the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little more personal with me, hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, or any of the social medias that you see below you. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.